Hello and welcome back to Let's Play 35 plus years of Advanced Squad Leader. It is a Monday. We are the 20th of October 2025. Figure probably a good idea since it's probably been a while since I've given the full date. Um, Unfortunately, Rob is not here today. He is not feeling well. So I am going to be playing a solo scenario. It's a little bit in the future here, just because I wanted to take something that was small enough that it didn't really, it wouldn't take too much time to play, and I figured a 4-turn scenario was probably one better for some solo shenanigans rather than between myself and an opponent, if only because it's very short, so kind of want to make the most of my time when I'm playing opponents. Anyways, we are here with Le Franc Tireur's FT-151. It is scenario Get Them Out. This takes place between, or in France, between the French and Germans, as you can most certainly imagine. Now, in this scenario, it's small, which is first and most obvious, I won't say issue, but something pretty noticeable. And it doesn't feature a lot of units on either side, so hopefully it's not going to get too one-sided, as sometimes tends to be the case. Now, in this scenario, we have the French, who I guess I'll just put my sniper in the middle here. Do these guys not have... Oh, there you go. ELR3. And yeah, this also makes sense. All right, cool. So this scenario, it is 4 turns. It is a very, very short scenario. It features the French defending a city or a town, and eventually having to pull out of it, if or at least they'll most likely want to try and pull out so that they can get a victory. But we'll see how that fares. Now, the French get a special little setup that they have to do. They have to set up within 2 hexes of CC6, and if they set up in concealment terrain, they get to conceal for free. So some of these stacks, some of these stacks are dummy stacks, and you can kind of play around with that. They get a very interesting, I think it's a Laughley truck that essentially has a 47 gun on it. And they get 3, I believe these are D2s, or D2 late. Let me double check the counters here. Did I give them the right ones? Yes. So these are D2 lates, or the late version of the D2. Anyways, point is that it's very rare to actually see these. This might be the first or second time I've played with D2s, so I figured might as well get them in. Might be it'll be interesting at the very least to have them. Now, on the opposite side of things, the Germans have one special rule in their setup. They have a gun that can only set up in hexes X through GG, but only in hexes 2 or less. And on the flip side, 9 or greater. So you have to pick a side. There's no option. There's no other option you can choose. And I figured, because I know, I'm just going to random their position once I choose to take a shot. So no matter what, I will want to take a shot at one point or another, and it's going to be it's more advantageous to have a shot from this side, for example, than this side. But and I'm just going to have these tanks drive in on the road. One, because their movement is already terrible, and I kind of need to take advantage of something. Oops, not that. I need... Nope. I am forgetting my button. Control B. But I want them to essentially get road rate as much as possible, because they do not have, or there's a radio thing with them. I essentially just don't want to have to deal with radios if possible. And yeah, if I can avoid having to do anything on that end, that'll be even better. But otherwise, I want them on the road because I kind of need the movement The French tanks come in, I believe, on the first turn. Yeah, but so do all the Germans. So essentially, everybody just immediately packs into into the scenario, and then we're all punching each other because we're that close. Let's see if I can find this D2 here right quick. So D2 late. French vehicle note 9, and also A. What's the other one here? There's absolutely one for the radio. Right. So when we look at this thing, so it has R9, which basically means that you can you have Morse code. So you can if you're trying to split them up, you only need a 9 instead of their we'll say regular stuff, but yeah. Usually they're hoping for an 8. Anyways, so we have the French set up. The Germans, again, there's the gun that is random. They do get 3 concealment counters, so one of these has to be fake, one of these has to be real, no matter what. If you're setting up in unconcealed terrain, you do not gain concealment, but the gun specifically cannot set up hip. So something to keep in mind. EC is moderate. There's no wind at start. I don't think that's ever going to come up, so I'm not going to bother with any counters. And the last rule is just that the crews cannot voluntarily abandon their vehicles. So you can't just start ditching guys. I don't think it's really necessary for this scenario, if I'm being completely honest, but points are points, so whatever. This scenario is the victory conditions here. I've alluded to it before, but the French win at game end if they have amassed more VP than the Germans. VP is calculated as follows. You get CVP as per usual, and additionally, the French earn VP calculated as exit VP for any infantry and riders that exit off the south edge at any point. Starting on turn 3, the French AFV may exit the south edge and do not count as CVP. So, I'm sure this is missing a couple words, but the point is just that any units that set up, any of the French units that set up on the map, may be exited for points, whereas the reinforcements may not, but in exiting, they will not count for VP. For VP purposes for the Germans, because normally that's how it would happen. Even if you exit a tank, you would incur CVP penalties. This is also why recall is very important, because recalling does not count for that. And frankly, I think I've mentioned it, I believe, in the past, not too long ago, where there have been rule changes, specifically to sleaze freeze. So units are not necessarily locked in to having to shoot a vehicle if it stops in its location or in its hex. And additionally, you are not forced to lose concealment either. You have to do rolls to see if you lose concealment. So that is also very, very important. And I look forward to see how the game changes as a result of that. I'm sure it'll take multiple tournaments before it fully goes into effect and people fully take advantage of the new situations. But yeah, so yeah, anyways, that is it for that. The Germans get 7 squads and 3 vehicles in addition to their gun at the start. They get a bunch of other stuff, but we'll see those things as we go into it. So without further ado, 5 for weather. So the Germans get nothing special here, no activations or anything, which is good. And before I mess this up, let me at least put my info. Alright, so now I should not have a problem with snipers. Rally phase, no actions. Prep fire, no actions. Movement phase. In the movement phase, I have some desires here, some wants. I don't remember who is real and who isn't. but we're going to take this easy. So I'm going to have one squad, 1467 over here, go into GG3 as a normal move for 1. I forget if these guys are real, and I don't really want the Germans to get the free access to FF3, so it turns out I can't shoot them. So they will get there for 1, and then 2, 3. I think I'm going to leave it as is. I'm going to have a second unit do the same thing, and then they are going to merge. Yeah. Next up, I'm going to have an infantry. I keep selecting the wrong one. Infantry unit is going to go to GG1. All right, I'm just putting them there. GG1 for 1. You know what? French have 5 range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm gonna take that shot. And turns out I have an LMG with them too. So they are gonna lose concealment because I'm taking the shot, and they are normal moving in the open. It's essentially just going to be a 6 flat, which is still dangerous. Unfortunately for the French, that is just a Pintash check, I believe, and they will pass. So they are first fired. The squad is going to continue to FF0. I don't believe I want to shoot anything there yet. And then I will go to EE1 for 4 total. Over here, I think what I want to do is I'm going to have a 1 squad going GG2 for 1 normal move, then into FF2. EE3, they will lose concealment no matter what. I know what I want to do. I think I'm going to try and stop myself. So I'll take that shot no matter what. It is a 6 down one. That is 5 on 6, which is probably a 1 check, but we'll... Okay, well, it's not going to matter. 5 on 6, yeah, 1 check. Okay. I did not get rate of fire on either guy, which is not good. I don't really want to suicide any guys into any weird position, so I'm going to take the opportunity to move to DD. Or sorry, I can't do unless I do late CX. No, I'll go to DD3. I'm gonna try it, and oh boy, do I want to do final protect, or not final protective, but subsequent? I think makes sense, but do I want to send this other guy to also subsequent? No, I think that's not really worth it. So, squad in DD4 is going to shoot at DD3. It is non-assault movement, open ground. They will get the hedge, so it should just be a -1, I believe. I think I'm sure I must have confused myself on this at one point too, because I don't. Where's the definition again? Well, I'll just roll it anyways. So it is a 6. If it's a... Yeah, I'll just roll 1 check, so he'll break. So he's finaled. And that'll be another 2 residual. Maybe I should have gone for that, but I don't think it's the end of the world. All right, hex sides. Oh, okay, so you don't get the FFM. Okay, that's what I thought. I've been going crazy over that for no reason. So if that's the case, then it's a flat. It's a +1 down 1, which means it's a 6 on 6, which is still a 1 check, so it doesn't matter. But if it had been anything else, it could have been a pin. So I don't have to worry about that anymore, which is fine. I'm then going to take my guys still off board are going to go 1, 2, 4, 6. They will lose concealment. Neither of these guys can shoot because they're closer units. This guy is mobile, and I think I'm going to button him up because he will get he'll get shot at, or he'll take a shot, and I don't want that. So I'm just gonna drive in the open. It should be noted that AFV come in with 10 MP remaining, so they don't get their full movement. Open ground in an armored car, I am looking at 3, and then brush, I believe, is 4. Okay, yeah. So do I need a check of any kind? No and no. Interesting. So I'm going to go from the GG1, FF0, then EE1. I might as well turn my gun and then unbutton because I was buttoned up at the start. Actually, you know what? No, I can't do that because I should have declared it. Technically, I should have declared it way in advance, and I didn't, and that kind of feels like cheating at this point. So, next up, do I want any of my other... Yeah. Vehicle is going to come into CC10. I need to check because... Do the French get any ATRs? No. And I've already used both LMGs, which is bad. Okay, well... I can't do anything against them, so I'm not gonna bother. So I'm gonna get in for 3, turn for 1, so I'm at 4, 7, 9, and then pay 4 so I can stay in motion. Gonna have 1 squad is gonna go to DD10, then into DD9. As I get there, yeah, I feel like this is probably... you know what? I scrolled over these guys first. I will take a shot at the guys who just went into the building. I feel like it makes the most sense. It is a 4 flat, because it's up 2 for building, -1 for non-assault, and then -1 for leader. So 3 on 4, 2 morale check. Those guys are pinned only. Okay, that is... Well... And considering I can't do anything else without them getting shot at, I think I'm just going to have the rest assault move to DD10 and just keep that as is. I don't think anybody can see him. I don't think CC8 sees these guys. No. I kind of wish it would give me line of sight properly here, but I'm going to assume it'll get blocked from that corner. But if I'm wrong, then apologies. I'm just going to chalk it to the game. Another vehicle. Again, 3, 6... 9. 3, 6, 9. Turn in motion. Figure if I can... So, 3, turn 4. Yeah, 7, 10. Yeah, I wouldn't have... I don't know why I said 4 there. Yeah, if I can get... I need to essentially try and surround this. I guess technically nothing could see this, so it would have gained concealment just through existing. it just wouldn't have started with concealment because one, I didn't have a concealment counter to put on it, and two, I did have units that start off board, on board. I believe that's it for my movement. So we'll take off the residual, go to defensive. In the defensive fire phase, I don't think I really have much I can do. I can subsequent against the vehicle. You know, oops, not what I wanted to do. I'm gonna try. We'll go for a shot. It is a 4 up 1, so normal morale check on the vehicle. I think they are pinned, which will just button them up and stop them. I'm pretty sure that's what it does. Is there anything else for me to do? I don't believe so. Advanced fire phase. In the advanced fire phase, I mean, the French are pretty much all in stone buildings, which doesn't give me any options. I kind of just need to get myself into some locations, and then, like, if I could have gotten into CC4, that would have been really good, just because stone building makes it easier to assault DD4 and, like, force them to have to move, but yeah, either way, I'll have to make do. I don't think I have anything else I really want to do, though. Advanced fire phase, I mean, yeah, I think that's it. Route. In the route phase, there is one guy that is broken. They will go to CC3. That is all I need to do for routes. In the advanced phase, I'm going to jump a stack into DD9. The stack in DD2 is going to go to CC3. That's only 3, so they're not CXing. My guy with my LMG in EE1 is going to go to DD1. Actually, you know what? It actually makes more sense to go into DD0, so I'll go to DD0. I don't need the guy in FF3 to move, and I think that's it. No CC, we go to French turn 1. I'm realizing now I should probably put my CVP counters up here. Change these. There we go. Finally, that beat. 23 minutes? Come on, Twitch. What the heck are you doing? Okay. I have some choices to make here. First off, weather, no change. Now, I have options on where I could put my tanks, but like I said, I think it only makes it fair to have all 3 come down the road. I also really want my tanks to get into the combat to prevent, say, this guy from doing anything. And so I'm probably going to get to like V4 and then split up there. Have one tank go up top to watch out for this guy. Have one tank stay in the middle, just, you know, kind of overwatch, cover roads. And then the next guy to, you know, watch this. In fact, I might, if I can get it, which I'm not sure if I can, but if I can get it, I might want to have, say, X4 bypass and then Y6. But I don't think I have the movement for it on the first turn, but we'll see. So I'm, like I said before, I'm gonna have everybody CE because I want them to be CE. I think it's just the most beneficial option here. Rally phase actions. There's only one to do. So +4, down 1, not going to happen, or down 2, but nonetheless 1 short, which is unfortunate. And we'll go to prep fire phase. Now, prep fire phase, I have options. I kind of want to hit this stack. If I can hit this stack, that'd be really nice. These guys are buttoned up, so I can't really do anything with this stack, but I can try for the building. Yeah, you know what? Why not? Wow, those guys are on fire. So it is a 4 firepower shot, up 3, 2 for building, 1 for a vehicle, down 1. So it is an up 2 shot after everything is said and done. It is a 1 morale check. Now, I should point out, it is halved against the concealed guys. So a 5 on 2 will still be a normal. So it's a, so I'll do the normal versus the leader first. He's fine. They will lose concealment anyways. Now it's a 1 check for this guy who will break. And then it is a normal. It goes down, but that is still enough to break him. That is really, really, really bad. Okay. I'm going to ride this wave, and we're going to do 6 up 3. Okay. I was kind of hopeful, but whatever. What else do I want to do here? I don't think I have any other prep fires to do. We'll go to movement phase. In the movement phase, I'm going to start up this vehicle in BB6. Considering everything that's happening, and the fact that I don't know if I can stop this guy, I'm going to have him start first. He's got 21 movement. So he starts for 1, 2, 3. Actually, you know what? I can do 2. 4, because doubled and bypass. 5. I would not care to take this shot, so I'm not going to. 6, and then I'm going to stop. Stop for 7 and delay. So he's going to be watching down this road. He should be safe, but I have no clue. D2s, they are going to come on board. They're using road rate because they're CE, so there's a half, 1, 1.5, 2. This will be 2 movement points. And I think, like I said, I think at this point I just need to take a shot. U5 is really the only hex that I think they're both available, and I don't want to roll. I don't want to say, oh, I roll because, you know, I'm in X3, and if I don't get anything, then teehee, nothing happens. I think it just makes the most sense for me to do this. So as a result, I am going to take a shot at U5. Now I have to determine which one of these two is real. So I'm gonna roll single dice. 1 to 3 is top, and then 4 to 6. So it is the position I have it in. 2 hit, that's not going to hit. I do have a rate of fire, which is going to be very important, all things considered. So let's just let's get an acquisition going. And these guys are all losing their concealment. So they have spent 2 movement points to get here. I could try and ditch into V5, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to try that. I also need to check to see what its availability is on that heat. I'm pretty sure I just don't have any. Blah, blah, blah. In the meantime, yeah. Steel Grenades, 41. BNP. What do I got here? Yeah, no, I don't have, pretty sure I just don't have anything I can realistically do with that gun for the moment in terms of special ammo. So 2.5, then do 3. And I think when I get here, I'm going to combine the 3 so I also button up, because I don't think being unbuttoned really matters anymore. Gun is going to take... You know what? I don't need a shot there. 3, so we'll do 4. And I'll take a shot there. Because it was either 4 into X3 or 4 into X4. And since this guy's here, I think if I can pressure this gun, I might be able to scrounge a win. But yeah, so I'm gonna shoot directly into the side. I've already shot at this vehicle, and I've already seen it spend, 6 movement or whatever it is now. So I don't have anything to, or sorry, 4 movement points. But either way, there's no positives for movement anymore. It is not small, or negatives, I should say, for the movement. Whatever. There's no modifiers for size, so I think it's just a straight hit. And I do have rate, which is... Oh, come on. Okay, well, I mean, I shouldn't... only... You kind of need to have that as a result, so I shouldn't be too complaining about it. It is a side hit in the turret, which means that the armor is 6 instead of 4, because I believe there is no 5 in armor factors. I'm going to double check this because I remember this coming up not too long ago, and I think I was surprised because 5 seems like an obvious number, and I need to double check to make sure I'm not messing about. So armor status, main armor factor 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. Yeah, there's no 5. Cool. So it is a 6, which means it goes from an 8 to, or sorry, a 2 to an 8. So yeah, I really needed this as a result. Otherwise, I would have not gotten anything whatsoever. Or, well, not true, but anyways. So I eliminate that. Info on it. Crew survival 3. Didn't get it. So this turns into a wreck. It is not a burning wreck, but it turns into a wreck nonetheless. I still have rate of fire. After seeing that guy blow up, I think I'm going to shuffle these tanks down. So they are at 5. I'm going to put another counter here so I don't forget. MP, they are at 5. And I, as the Germans, am going to try and take a shot on that tank. I will get it. Same thing as before. Like, there's not any modifiers that would really take place anymore. I have a rate of fire. 2 kill is definitely not enough. It was only 1 to get in there, so I can't shoot at them again. I don't know if I want to try a normal task check to try and split them. I think I just need to get past here. So I'm gonna go to Y4 and bring the other guy to X4. AT gun's gonna shoot again because he does have rate and unit moved in. So it's going to be a hit, and definitely not enough for an effect. That will be it for their shooting for now. There's 6 movement points. We'll do this for 7. I don't want to stop if I don't have to. Yikes. This is not good. Oh, and that's watching that side. These guys, I just know they're fake now. There's no way to... Nothing I can do there anymore. You know what? I'm gonna have them move. I believe that's all 8 because this was 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Button up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So they're gonna do that, and yeah, I'm in a bad place. I do have... I can pressure this. I have 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you know what? Because these guys are all... I could do that. Well, no, I'd have to run through this vehicle, and I don't think that's possible. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have this stack is do I want to declare CX? I don't think CX is worth it. It would be an 8 up 2. Well, yeah, 8 up 2. Yeah, you know what? I'm feeling a little gutsy here. We'll CX. Or, no. Sorry. I know I'm flip-flopping on this, but I don't think it's worth it. Do not have... Wait, really? What? Terrain is higher than source and target. Oh, it touches the edge of that building. Okay, didn't look like it, but 3 and then 5. I don't think anybody sees them, so they're not going to lose concealment. And then these guys, I kind of just want them to an assault move to AA8. I think that's my plan here. Go to defensive. In the defensive fire phase, I don't want these guys to shoot. He has shot, so we'll just take it off him. It doesn't matter. Button-up armored car. I believe I can't use the main armament because I'm button-up. But I can use a coax. So I'll try a coax 10 up 3. No. It was worth it, I think. 5 up 2. No. And then I could give up the concealment, but an 8 up 2. Yeah, I mean, even if I don't shoot next turn, I will need to move, and I'll end up losing concealment anyway. So 8 up 2. Pintash check, which is not really what I'm looking for, and they are fine anyways. And then that guy's marked. LMG doesn't really have a shot. So yeah, advanced fire phase, none. Yeah, none. Routes. Routes is going to be interesting here. I only have one set of units that could, and there's not much of a point to do anything. Although, I guess technically it could route. Because I don't think you can reveal first. So these guys can't reveal until they start their move, I believe. And because this provides hindrance, I should be able to route. So I think I can route 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5. I think that's a legal move. So I will do that, and right. Advances in the advance phase. Stack in AA8 is going to go to AA9. Just makes the most sense. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to have the stack in CC5 going to go to CC4. And then the guy in DD4... Oh, they're adjacent. If he rallies... You know what? I'm not ready to commit that, so I'm not going to. Yeah, also that plus... Yeah, I don't think that changes. I think that's still 5. Oh, man. Yeah, you know what? I think this is fine with the French. I could advance in on this vehicle, but I don't think that's really worth it. Although, speaking of, I guess I could just retreat these guys, because they don't really have a purpose in CC8 anymore. So yeah, I think that's what I'll do. And then I think that's it. No CC, so we go to German turn 2. In German turn 2, weather, no change. Rally phase, I do have 2, or 2 groups of rallies. We'll do the top first, why not? Nothing happens. They will retain their DM anyways. And then over in the bottom, the guy with the LMG does not make it, but the other guy does. DM will come off, which is good. And we're just going to have to hope that I can salvage this as the Germans. Technically, I don't need to attack anymore. Kind of the odd thing about being in a position like this is once you get the first CVP, you don't have to really worry about stuff. And it also does not help that the AT gun is still around. I could have probably bum rushed the AT gun, but I really don't favor my chances on that one. So, yeah. Anyways, rallies are done. We'll go to prep fire. In the prep fire phase, I do want to take the chance from CC3 into CC4. It is a 5 because it's doubled and halved, but it is a 5 up 3. Unfortunately, that is not what I need, so they are marked prep. I don't really have anybody else to do stuff with, but I think I need to break this guy, so I'm gonna try an 8 up 2. No, I think I feel okay just trading shots at this point, just because CVP wise, I am winning, so. Yeah, I think that's it for prep fire phase. Because otherwise, I could do. It is up 2, but it's a 2 up 2, and that really sucks. So I don't think I'm gonna go with that. In the movement phase, this vehicle should absolutely be marked move, and yeah, that one is already. Squad with LMG and DD0 is going to go 1 and then 2 through. I think that is sensible enough. Excuse me. What else do I have here? Yeah, I'm gonna move this armored car. Armored car is going to have all of its movement now. So 3, 6, 9, 12, bypass for 18, 21, 22. I'll just freely rearrange my stuff here. 22, you should not be button up. 22, 23, 24, 25, 28, 7, 27, I believe, and then stop for 28. I'm gonna try for a motion attempt. I've only seen that vehicle for 3. They will get the motion attempt. And then I'm going to attempt a shot. No. So, bounding fire. Didn't get it, which is fine. Yeah. That's them done. Armored car and AA-10 is going to... they will lose their concealment no matter what, so that's not anything of worry here. I'm going to bypass Z9, Z10 for 6, and then get out into Y10 for 9, turn once for 10, and then this gun is going to attempt a shot. They are going to blow up their gun. Which is terrible. They're going to blow up their gun. They're marked as first fire. I don't think you can motion attempt if you've shot. Because I think that's the kind of defining option here is either you attempt motion or you shoot. Attempt D 2.40. Yeah, declared during movement phase, which makes a motion attempt, blah, 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 expended in LOS. Must be one that has not been in the LOS during that player turn prior to entering. Okay, so you can't just wait for a vehicle to get closer. Important. Oh, wow. Okay, so you really have to LOS to see if you even get. Interesting. I don't know if I knew that part of it. You can only make one motion attempt check, and yeah, you can't attempt it if you first fired final fire. It extends to intensive blah blah, which means I'm here for 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, stop for 15, and then delay the entire time. And then I'm just going to wait till advanced fire phase because it doesn't matter. Any other movement phase stuff? I don't necessarily want to... yeah, you know what? I don't want to lose these guys to like one concentrated shot, so I'm just going to take them, split them up. I'm going to go here for 1, and then leader's going to dive into X10, and the squad is going to go to X9 for 2, and then X8 for 3, so I can watch over here in case infantry kind of survive. And then this armored car, I mean, I think I'm going to start them for 1, turn twice for 3 total, 4, 7, 13, 14, 15, 16, turn 17, I believe, and then, yeah, just stop there, and then delay the rest of it. Technically, I think I need to... I don't know if I can freely change covered arc in advanced fire phase. Maybe, because I haven't done it. But I'm just going to declare it... I should have declared it in prep fire phase that I want to turn this gun without shooting or anything. Because there's no point. The French don't have anything in line of sight. And I'd rather not have something watching this way when there's potentially units that could go into these buildings. So I think that's it for movement. We'll go to defensive fire phase. In the defensive fire phase, I am going to take this shot against the guys in Z10. I forget if... I don't think they get the wall. So it's just going to be a 4-up-1. That will not do anything outside of flipping him DM. Yeah, I think I'm going to declare the same... I don't think can I freely change? Yeah, I can. Yeah, okay. Well, then there's literally no point not doing that. And I think this makes the most sense, because at the time, Armored Guard could have gone through here. Yeah, okay. So they would have done that, because, again, that makes the most sense. Other than that, I think I'm going to do my 12-up-3. Wow, man, I've gotten so many not snipers. That's crazy. 6 on 12 is a 2 morale check. Break and break. ELR is 3. So this guy's going to ELR. And the other guy also ELRs. Yeah, this is not good. And then I'm going to try my hand at a 4-up-3. Pin dash check. Leader. Leader is super pinned, and then squad is not pinned. So leader is pinned. And then sniper activates. This is the French sniper specifically. French sniper moves 2, can't target these guys. Closest is going to be over here, and there's only one guy that can be pinned, so now the entire stack's pinned. Which is kind of bad. Kind of very bad. Yeah, okay. Well, this has been a something. This has been a something scenario so far. I don't think I have any other shots, so we'll go to advanced fire phase. And really, the only one I have is armored car and Y7 shooting at Y6. I am adjacent, but there are penalties involved here. Is this small? It is. Vehicle is small and adjacent. So because I am stopped and shooting in the advanced fire phase, it should be. Oh, and the MA is the technically the MA is AA as per this, unless I'm reading that wrong, but I don't think so, or I don't think I'm reading that wrong. Um, Man, I feel like I need to check because usually it's like if it says AAMG on it as the weapon, but I need to make sure. Where is the note? We got PSW 222. Yada yada yada. German notes AN. Yeah, MA and have AA qual. Okay, cool. So because it has qualities, I believe that's what it says. Specifically, is yeah, capability. Because it has AA capability, I believe it's treated as a AAMG as a result. So it has a +2 for case B, but then no other modifier because it is stopped. And yeah, so because of that, it is it's an up 2, up 3 for small, down 2 for point blank, and then I don't have anything for being button up. So I believe I will hit just barely, but it is a hit nonetheless. And then a 3 against an unarmored vehicle. I am on the 20, so I need a 7. That is less than that. There is no armor. This is a brew up. So it is not simply dead, it is completely eliminated. However, and this is something that I don't think I realize all the time or make sure to note all the time. Because the MA is busted, it will provide 1 point less than usual. So typically it would provide 5 points, but non-functioning MA means it does not count. You do not count the 1 for the V for that. So. Oh boy. Okay, well, I've got some ups and downs here. I could technically lose all these guys and still be fine. I don't want that to be the case, but it could still happen. Yeah. I don't think I have any other advanced fire phase stuff, so we'll go to routes. In the route phase, I do have routes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. I would not. Okay, so I can go. Okay, so we'll do the easy routes first. First easy route, guy in CC3 is going to go back 1 and then into BB1 for a grand total of 4 points. Guy in Z10 is going to go into Y10 for 1 and then into X10 for 3 total. These guys can route. They can't go to, or I can ignore GG4 because it is equidistant to an enemy units. It is not going further, which means that the next possible target has to be BB1 because CC3 is essentially adjacent, or is adjacent. I can't go through EE3 because they see them, so I'd be getting closer, but I can go through FF2, so I can go FF2, EE2, DD1, and then CC1 for a total of 6. And then I'm just stuck there in open ground, and next turn I have to try and aim for BB1, provided nothing bad happens. That is it for routes. We'll go to advances. In the advance phase, I do want to get my guy with the LMG into AA2. It's a better situated, or hopefully better situated. I then want my guy in X8 to go into X7 to get the stone building, and that's it for advances. There's no CC. Unfortunately, I could not get that. So we'll go to French turn 2. No weather change. Rally phase actions. I've got a mighty amount, but they are all German, so I can't really do too much about it. I'm just going to unmouth that so I don't have to see it all the time. And then X10 will attempt to rally. I will get X10, which is nice because I need that guy. And then that'll be it. No rally phase stuff to do. I believe if I'm in motion, I can't shoot in prep fire phase, which sucks now that I think about it. But I think if I can move those tanks, that's going to be more important for now, and then I can establish a shot afterwards. So prep fire phase, I think my only real options here, although I could, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try a 6, I believe 6-up-1 shot. That's blocked. Yeah, these lines are not making any sense. They are way off. Like, I know it's the beta. I know it's beta 8, but these lines are crazy off. Like, look at the distance on this. That is a 6-up-1 shot. I'm not treating that as anything but a 6-up-1 shot. I get another 6-on-6, which is 1 check, I believe. Okay. We'll roll the other guy. Other guy halves. So you are prepped. Yeah, that's we'll clone this. So this guy is dead. This counts as 1 VP. I think I roll the 2 dice first. Alright, so heat of battle. I rolled a 9. I was broken, but I am not elite. So those guys just flip and go berserk. Yeah. Yeah, they just go berserk. There's no other modifiers. Sniper activates. Come on. 1-6. This guy is going to go all the way over here. Random selection. He is going to eliminate the remaining half squad for a second point. So this guy's prep fire. That's that 1 stack of shooting. Feeling kind of good now. This guy sees him, so he has to charge him. I can go any direction, which is nice. Which, if that's the case, then I think I need to kill these guys so I don't fall victim to it. Yeah. So I'm gonna try my hand here and get yeah, I'm gonna stack these two. So 10 firepower up 2. Okay. And I break the LMG. Okay. I think I need to get my ass out of dodge here. This is getting too crazy. I feel like now I've got a big problem though of how do I get out? Because I can only exit off the south to get points. So, in a bit of a pickle here. I got a lot of units that can get me points, but actually I don't know if I think I have to kill units. I have 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 13 points I can exit for VP for 15, and that's not going to survive. That is for sure. This guy should have acquisition. I probably shouldn't use the French one specifically, but I should have acquisition because I was stopped. Yeah, I think I need to kill units. I definitely need to go for a vehicle. And then go from there. Stacking AA9 is going to assault move to Z8. As a result, I don't need to do it now. But yeah, I think that's the most sensible thing for now. Stacking BB7 is going to go to AA8. Do I want to do... I'll do it as a regular move, so they get there for 3, and then I believe Graveyard's 2. Graveyard should be 2. Yeah. Oh, 1. Okay. Well, then it's 2 for the wall. So 3. So this is 5 total to get into Z7. I am not assault moving. There are hindrances. I think I'm going to take my chances. Okay. Well, it's 2 firepower up 2. So 4 on 2 is a 1 check. So we'll do the sniper first. Sniper doesn't activate. So 1 check. Leader is pinned, but squad is fine. And then these guys are not prepped. I don't know why I keep doing that. But they are a coward. Yeah. Okay. What else? What else? I think I'm gonna move my tanks here. See if I can. Oh, I'm. Yeah, I should have done that. I mean, at this point, yeah, that's just my bad. I should have probably paid more attention to that. I will turn them once. Armored car is gonna take a shot because I can. It is a +2 for moving, but just with acquisition, nothing for them to really do there. I do hit hull, which is not going to do anything. So they are fine. No rate of fire, but I do maintain AC. That cost them 1 movement. I'll go down for 2. Fine, motion's coming off. So 2. And then 3, so I can get out of line of sight. 4, 5. 4, 5. Oh, man, yeah. 7. And then, oh, I didn't, shoot. I need to try. Okay, I did not blow up the engines. I would have had to check for that. I'm just going to, yeah, pay the extra 1 so I stay in motion. And then I'm going to have his turret be turned in case, and he looking out there. Cool. Defensive fire phase. In the defensive fire phase, AA2 is going to shoot at CC4. Should just be a 6 up 2, I believe. 6 up 3, so never mind. Yeah, even this is saying it's blocked. That doesn't make any sense. There's something goofy here. And you can see how it dances around for no reason. Yeah, there's something going on with the LOS. Either way, 9 on 6 is a big fat goose egg. I did not get any rate of fire. We'll do a shot from CC3 into CC4. It is a 10 up 3. Okay, finally the Germans are getting some good shots here. 6 on 10, 1 morale check, I believe. The leader's fine. The squad, or half squad, sorry, is unfortunately not sharing that same status. So they are shotted at. I'm going to have the armored car turn its turret and shoot into Z7, because why not? I'm going to be shooting 18 up 3, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's an up 3. Let me see here. Ordnance. No, because it's just, yeah, I think it should be just 3. So 10 on 18. Normal morale check. No kidding. Okay, well, leader first. Leader is fine, and squad is fine. I don't believe I got rate of fire. Nope. And then similarly, I'm going to have Armored Car and Y10 do a 9 up 3. 8 on 9 should be a normal. I don't think that goes up to, yeah. Should just be normal. Leader's fine. Squad is fine. Okay. And might as well try X10 as a 7. Did I count this as 7 or 6? Dang. 7. Does that change anything? 9 on 7 would have been a pin task check. All right. Well, one guy's broken, so leader's pin. My bad. But yeah, this will be a 7 up 2. Okay. 4 on 7 is a 2 morale check. Pin and break. Pin, break, sniper doesn't activate. I do have rate of fire. It would be 3 up 2, sure. Nothing. All right. Cool. I don't think I have any other shots that I care to do. We'll go to advanced fire phase, which is kind of dismal at this point. I'm going to try a 4 up 2. 7 on 4 pin task check. They're fine. But I don't think I have any other shots. So, routes. In the route phase... Now there's shenanigans here. Route phase, I'm going to break the leader as well. And then they are both going to go to CC5. And then I can't continue all the way. So, and putting him there exposes them. CC5, then DD5. And that'll be 5 points total. Yeah, so I can't go any further. So they have to stay at DD5. So they'll go to there. Squad over here. Oh man, I don't he's pinned. Do I want to try? So if I don't rally, if I don't move the leader, he's probably screwed because I do have the CVP advantage. And I do want to try and eliminate guys as soon as possible. So I think out of desperation, I'm going to try this. Because I need these guys to return to battle ASAP. I could probably send them here. I need these guys to get back into combat ASAP. And then hopefully, progress. Because it's not looking good. I think that's the only routes for me to do. In the advanced phase, I don't really care to... Do I want to prevent them getting in that building? Kind of. No, I'm going to try and make them work for it. I think this is the only way for me to do anything. I am just going to delete these because, honestly, I'm not using them. There's not much of a point. I could try to send this guy in here. Problem is, if it doesn't work, that's an easy 2 points lost. I'm going to keep him there and hope for the best. CC, none. Oops. We go to German. Turn 3. Weather, no change. Rallies. I have 1 self-rally that I can attempt. I will get the self-rally, which is bad news. Yeah. Next up, I'm going to try TD5. Yeah, it was a long shot. And then the other group, also not good. And then the repair. Didn't get it. Okay, well. We'll go to prep fire phase. In the prep fire phase, 18 up to. Okay, well, that probably is game K4. Am I reading that right? K4. Random selection. Leader takes the K. They are wounded, and then they will. The squad takes a 4 morale check. They are 100% busted. Um, that is also an ELR. Sniper doesn't activate. I have rate of fire, so 8 up 2. You've got to be kidding me. 5 on 8. 2 morale check. Leader is fine. And the squad is halved. This is 1 more point. I have rate of fire. So I'm going to take another shot. This time, no. So they're prepped. Those guys are just in a terrible spot. 1, 2, 5, 7. Yeah, I can. That's probably just game. I don't really know how else I survived this as the French. Especially when I have a free armored car. Well, 2 armored cars. I can kind of do whatever. But I don't even need to move them. I can just keep them where they are. Yeah. Okay. We'll try. Do I have any other shots? I don't think so. I have a 5 up 2 shot, but sure. 5 up 2. No. Okay. In the movement phase, guy with the LMG is going to go 2 and then 4. I don't think anybody sees them, so nobody can do anything. Oh, sorry. Berserks have to go first. The last unit I saw was over in EE5, so no matter what, I have to start making my way there. I believe I can take any. It's just shortest in hexes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I can just go through here. This is 1, then 4 total. I then see this guy. I go into stone building for 6. I have 8 movement factors. There's no reason why I wouldn't jump into somebody's hex. But I kind of don't want someone to be in the hex first. So I'm going to take my chances and shoot here. Because I really don't want... I don't want them to re-break these, or re-DM those guys. So I'm looking at 12 plus another 8. So 20 up 2. 10 on 20. They 1 check. They are 100% fine. And this is going poorly. So these guys are first fired. I now have the option to pick whichever unit I want. And I think... I mean, he does have a broken machine gun. Oh, you know what? Yeah. I go to DD4. As I get into DD4, I force these guys to shoot, and I'm going to join with these guys, so they're going to essentially final or subsequent. Subsequent fire, this is triple point blank fire, so it's 18, then half down to 9, and then this guy is providing 4, so 13 up 1? Yeah, up 1. 12 on 13 is an absolute miss, so nothing happens there. I could keep trying to final protect. So these guys are DM no matter what. The question is, can I do something? If I do final protective and I kill this unit, because they have spent 2. If I final protective, I'm still on 13. Actually, that's not true, because I rolled an 11, and it's sustained, so that would have broken on a 9, I believe. So now this machine gun is broken. I think I just have to leave it. I think this is going to be game as a result, but I don't have any other option here. I think I just have to leave it. Squad in BB1 is just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. These guys can't shoot because they're locked. And they're just locked. These guys are going to declare CX. We'll do 1, 2, 5, 7. So these guys are re-DM'd. Salt move, so I can get the Z6 afterwards. Armored car is going to start for 1, go 2, 3, and then just stop, delay the entire time. And then I don't need him to move at all. I think this is going to be game. Did I roll for? I rolled for sniper. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think this is just going to be game because I don't have any other options I can really do. Take off residual because these are all broken. This is broken. He was final protective. These guys were locked. These guys don't have a target, and these guys don't really have a target either. I could technically turn twice on a slow one-man turret, I believe. Yeah, there's just not much. There's no gas in the tank anymore. I think the first French turn I just should have started retreating. I think that's just the way to do it. Yeah, I think I just effed up there. Should have thought of it better. Advanced fire phase, armored car into here because why not? As a 9 up 2. 8 on 9 should be a normal. Leader is going to break. Squad is dead. Or half squad, whatever. They're dead regardless. I don't care to shoot in here because it's a stone building. Berserks have to shoot. It's a triple point blank. So it is a 6 up 2. They are not achieving anything there, which is fine. They go straight into melee. Or CC, sorry. I mean, I can do an 4 up 2. Whatever, I said it. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else to do there. Now, at this point, I don't really care for taking prisoners. There's not really a point. Yeah, there's really not much of a point. So I'm just going to reject, or if I do that, they can low crawl and survive. These guys are going to route anyways. Maybe I will take a prisoner. Just because. Can I wound him? Yeah, okay. So he's going to get taken prisoner. He's wounded, and I believe if he's wounded, he does have... I think you still share the move restrictions. I'm not sure on that, actually. I need to check that at some point. These guys can route. Their only direction they can route is to BB6. I think they get the protection of the wall, which is why it's allowed. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to. CC7, and then to DD6, and then DD5 is going to route there. I think that's the only thing I can do. No other routes. Yep, no other routes. Advances. This is already a CC, so I believe I don't cause ambush chance. I'm finally going to get the guys to CC3 to go to CC4. I might as well get AA4 to go to BB4. Is there a real value there? Yeah, it doesn't really matter. AA8 is going to go to BB7. And then the guy with the prisoner might as well just go back. I was hoping to go into Z6, but it doesn't really matter anymore. So, yeah. CC, like I said, I think because they're CC before CC phase, it's not considered advancing into a CC and forcing an ambush chance. If someone knows more than I do, please let me know. But I feel like that is how the rule is, they are considered CC, and the ambush stuff is only before a CC is actually engaged. So as a result, I don't believe there's any ambush chance here. It is a 2-1 for the Germans, and I'm just gonna do a 1-1 against the first line squad, because nothing else really matters here. So 2-1, 1-1. What are my odds here? I think neither of those should succeed. No. All right. So this turns into a melee, and they are now stuck forever. That'll probably just be game no matter what. But we'll do French turn 3 weather. It's a 7, no change. Rallies in the rally phase, going to try self rally. That is going to succeed, I believe. And then no, and no. He's one off. So none of those guys rallied. We'll try to repair an LMG. That doesn't work, so that goes away as well. Yeah, that's probably game. Prep fire phase. I mean, what can I even prep fire? These are not going to get me any points if I retreat them, so I think I just want to kind of move them up 1 hex and then try to blow up this armored car if they don't run away. And then that's kind of it. I will do an 8-3. Normal morale check. He's fine, and he is pinned. Okay. Movement phase. Motion comes off. They will go here for 1. Oops. It's there for 1. I don't think my placement will really matter. So, yeah, I'm just going to keep my turret like this. This guy gets here. They're going to stop for 2. Armored car is going to take a shot. That is going to be a hit, just because I already have AC. 20L is not going to do anything there. I did not get rates. That's it. Defensive fire phase. In the defensive, I will try to shoot back. Yeah, it didn't matter. These guys can't see each other because of row house rules. And, oh, I do have a shot from here. BB7 is going to shoot in. It's a 7 up 2. No. And I think that is it. Advanced fire phase. I might as well try. Hiya. They did move. So it is, it's already a +2. They're button up, +3. I don't need to calculate anything else. They just miss. There's no rate of fire either, because French tanks have very little in the way of acquisition. Or not acquisition, rate of fire. I don't know what I'm talking about. So that's it for that. Route phase, there's none. I didn't get the chance to shoot at any of these guys, unfortunately. So presumably they will survive. Advanced phase, these guys are pinned, so I could take my chance on them. I could try and reinforce this and make it a 1-1. I could go against this LMG and go for a 1-1. You know what? Do or die. If I kill this, I think that's going to be super strong. It might help me out, but yeah, maybe not. Anyways, we'll try 1-1, and that's going to modify everything. So field promotion. What is it? Single die? 6. So it goes to. They roll 6. Are there any No broken units. Nobody with a... Oh, they did have a unit with a morale of 8. So they will generate a 7-0. So they will get both kills. And so for 4 points, and they will generate a 7-0. Which is great. It does not solve the issue of points, and I can run away at this point, essentially. I don't think there's a way for the French to really get back. Even, oops, not that side. No matter what, I don't think it's possible for them to get the next 5 points that they need. But that's it for CC. We'll take off our pins. Weather, 10, nothing, rally phase. We'll try for all these rallies. So the leader gets back. He gets back, and so they're all back. Repair, no. Prep fire phase. Do I care for 10 up to? Actually, I'm just gonna toss. Yeah, I can shoot with those guys. 17 up to. Okay. 5 on 17 is a 3 morale check. Break. Pin. And break. I believe these two are ELR'd. And this guy is going to be on top. Yeah, I calculated that right. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I don't really need to do anything else. I go to movement phase. In the movement phase, these guys are going to lose their CX. He's going to start for 1. Tank is going to try for a shot. He's going to get a hit. That's a bad shot. Vehicle to kill. 47 is a 10. I rolled a 9. It is not within range. So it's going to equal on the turret, which is going to be a shock. I mean, I'll be shocked, if somehow that turns into a victory here, but I really don't think that can. I don't think it's possible, really, at this point, but I guess we'll see. So that's it for this. This will technically go away, and we'll flip this over to a 2. I don't think. Ooh, do you count? No, that wouldn't matter. I don't know what I'm talking about. Never mind. Because the 2 hit was stellar, and it didn't matter. So, start for 1, 2, 3. Actually, do I need to do it that way? Yeah. 4, 4.5, 5.5, 6, 7, 8, 8.5, 9, 9.5, 10.5, 11. 13, 13.5, 14, we'll say 15, 16. Yeah, no, I calculated this wrong. There's no reason for me to do this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or 4, 5, bypass 11, 14, 14.5. 15, 15.5, 16, I'm gonna, or 16.5, button up, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 25, and then just stop there. Yeah. Stop there for 25. Don't really have anything else I need to do. Yeah, like my ATR is in a different spot, so I can't really do anything with that. There's not much of a point to try and get anybody else killed. So yeah, defensive fire phase 8 up 2. No, oh sorry, 8 up 3. So pin test check. He's fine. Squad is pinned, which is not gonna matter. So that we go to advanced fire phase. I don't have any. I don't think so. Routes. In the route phase, these guys, I don't think I can. They might be able to route. I might technically be able to route them to here. So they'll route. Yeah, I think that's legal. So they'll route to FF3, and that's pretty much it. Advances. I can't imagine this will backfire, but you know, famous last words and all that. I don't want to send anybody to CC7. That's just dumb. This guy has to move. Do I send him here? Yeah, you know what? He goes there. I think that makes the most sense. No CC. We go to French turn 4. Take off our move counters and all that. Weather, no change. Rally phase. In the rally phase, yeah, self-rally, didn't get it. Oops, pins come off. So, self-rally didn't work out. This gets to unknown kill. That's pretty much it for rally phase. Go to prep. In the prep fire phase, I have more odds against here, but I have 2 shots against there. So what do I go for? That's a 6 up 3, and this is an yeah. And I need to try. I kind of want to not shoot with them, so I can try and go for this as a kill. Okay, I'm gonna try an 8 up 3. Okay, well, that's not good. So my only way to get stuff would be to try and kill that armored car. But I don't want to put the 6-1 there. Yeah, so I'm going to try an assault move, an 8-0 and a 4-5-7. I believe the armored car gets to shoot at the hex he's in. I believe he can do that because you should be able to, unless you're pointing a completely different direction. But I believe this should be allowed. I could be wrong. At worst, I'll just, he's like turn 1 or whatever, and he gets the +1. The assault move, so it's a 18 up 4. Okay, well, 9 on 18 is actually it's triple point blank fire, so that's 27. So 9 on 27 is a 2 morale check, which I think is just different from like a 1 that they would have probably had. 2 morale check, he's fine, and he's ELR'd and break. Sniper does not activate. Leader goes berserk. Or, actually, that's not true. It doesn't, isn't he? +1, -1. Yeah. He goes berserk. In going berserk, he... what's the rule? Is it if the guy fails his morale check, or if he succeeds his morale check? I think it's if he fails. So this guy now flips back and is berserk. I believe. Leader consequences. Must take a normal task check. If they pass, they become berserk. Oh, okay. So if they fail, they don't. Okay, so then he's not berserk. He stays broken. That sucks. So he stays broken instead of what I was hoping he would do. There is a 12 residual, and I don't believe he has to move because he should be technically in the same hex. But obviously that makes it so I can't really do anything else. I don't want the +1, but it does this matter? No, I just don't want the +1. 248 is going to assault move into DD5, and then 6-1 is just going to pound rocks. He's got nothing else he can do. I noticed that I'm still in the movement phase, and I'm marked in the prep fire phase, and I did want to take an extra shot. Didn't matter. It's +2, -2, button up. I think that's I think that's barely a hit, and then that should kill. I believe it should kill. Cruise survival? No. So then this guy is deadified. And then we can take this off. It becomes a wreck. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, well, surprisingly, very close to an even game, despite everything. I don't have anything else I wanted to do in the movement. The movement phase. Yeah. So residual. I got. Which do I want to do first? I should do this guy first. I'm gonna do a 14 up 2. 8 on 14 is at least a 1 check. It's a 1 check. He is fine, which is kind of gross. And then, do I want to do a 5 up 3? Let's get to that. Do I want to do a 5 up 3? No, I should do a 10 up 2. Didn't matter. All right. I am going to take the armored car and subsequent. Actually, you know what? I think I am locked into shooting near because they are in my hex. So I think it's triple half. So 27, 14. Yeah, it should be 13. 13 of 3. 9 on 13. Normal morale check. Hopefully I'm not doing this part wrong, but I feel like it's correct. They are both going to pass, which is kind of crazy, but yeah. Okay, advanced fire phase. Nothing really. I guess I could technically do like a 1 up 3. No. Just in case. Take this, take that, prep. Defensive. Yeah, I don't think I had a shot between these two hexes. Routes. Routes is interesting. This guy can technically route here. So he's going to route. And then, yeah. And then I need some sort of success. This is kind of the only chance I have at like a good ratio, because otherwise I could try and go a 1-1, and then against the vehicle it would be a 4 total, but I'm not really looking forward to that one. I don't think that one would be good. Yeah, I don't think, I don't know if there's anything else I can really do here. Yeah, okay, I think that's my choices here. So that's it for advances. We go into CC. I'm gonna try the ambush here first. So French, then Germans. No ambush. It is a 3-2, which will be a casualty reduction, and there's no reason not to pick the 2-1 because I just need points. So they will both exchange kills. So 1 point for each side. This goes away. This flips to a melee. And then over here, I have a Humble Berserk SMC. He has a value of 2 on the CCV. There should be a -1 for being in closed like street fighting, I believe. Is there any other modifier? Oh, -2 for being open top. I always forget that one. Yeah, I think there's just -3. No effect. And then on the flip side, I believe it is going to be a 9-1, so an 8-1. The leader's dead. Would that have been a kill if... No, if even with the half squad, that would not have been a kill. So, not much I could have done there. And then that's game. I don't think we have to... Yeah, I don't have to play out... unfortunately for the French, I don't have to play out that. And I would have gotten 2 points from the 9-1 leader as a prisoner. Surprisingly closer. There's probably a world where I should have tossed smoke grenades first. Or tried for smoke grenades. Yeah. That's probably what I should have done, realistically. And I always forget that because I'm a dork. But outside of that, yeah, I mean, I probably should have tried a motion when they moved in. That probably would have been way better. Especially since, I mean, 4 armor. I'm generally speaking not going to do anything to that anyway. So, yeah, smarter play would have just been to move to, like, yeah, declare motion, try to get it, and then go into X4. This would have cost 2 points. So, I guess as long as I had rolled a 1 or a 2, and then if I don't get it, then, yeah, toss smoke, and then go declare engine start and all that. Either way, that is it for Get Them Out, with a very close German victory. I kind of see how I can see how the archive puts this as very German favored, 14-8. So it's pretty clear that it favors the Germans, like a 60-40, 65-35. It's not a bad scenario. I do think the French should probably get the balance. What is the balance here? Add an LMG. Yeah, you know what? That's not that bad. I do think I should have done more to move the French from the get-go. I think there's a lot more you can get out of in that you shoot in the first turn, you know, you get all your shots off, and then you immediately backpedal to these stone buildings. I didn't do that, and I think that's what really hurt me. Additionally, I mean, there is way more of a gamble with the tanks. Obviously, I couldn't really do it because, you know, I don't have when I'm doing solo nights, it's a little bit harder, especially on these smaller scenarios. You know, there's a world where you just send all three tanks up north. There's a world where you send all 3 tanks down south. And there's also a world where you cut through the middle and maybe instead of the road, you go through S5, T4, U4 to still get protection from the orchards. And then, you just, if you can manage it, you set yourself up in U2, U3, V3, maybe you start pelting the gun or, yeah, just avoid this altogether. And then there's obviously worlds where, like, you don't get any action out of this gun, or the upper gun. If you're in the wrong spot, then the AT gun just doesn't do anything. So very I think that probably is what determines a lot of victories for the Germans, or at least I would imagine that's what causes a lot of victories. Yeah, only thing to note in the comments on this scenario is someone wrote on a French win, poor German entry turn encouraged defeat in detail. French decided to ignore exit VP. Many misplayed rules. Made for a very strange game. We'll do a rematch. I don't think I see any entry for their rematch, so whatever the case may be, maybe they just never got around to it. There was that first turn when I could have gambled and gotten killed 2 squads, and maybe taken out the leader as well if I got really lucky. So there's things you can do. I could have been more cavalier with the French, but yeah, it's a make or break scenario from the get go. I don't think that's a bad thing, and I think that people can get a lot of fun out of a small scenario. Although I do think, like I said, I do think the French should probably get the balance. It's just an LMG, makes them a little bit harder to kind of, push around. But and then if the French get really lucky on their tanks, not having them blow up and then shoot out all the armored cars, that can be a real big problem. But outside of that, fun and yeah, should be should be starting day 2 of the campaign, Green Hell of Enor with Rutan on Saturday, unless anything comes up. Hopefully that won't be the case. So until then, have a lovely week, and bye.